You see all kinds of fancy ironwork and ornamental work in an area like New Orleans. We did that. You see an area called Broadway in New York City. We built that. Down there where Wall Street is in New York on Trinity, we built that. The roads here in Delaware, we built that. The railroads, we built that. We built this country. You know, it doesn't take a lot. Just go on the internet now and you'll see it for yourself. We built this country for free. There were no unions or wages, we were slaves, but we built this country.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm Moise Michel with BINFLUENCED. I'm here with this wonderful couple. I'm here with Hawkins and Gloria Hawkins. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. Yeah.
Good. And be ready to be influenced
folks,
on this beautiful day. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, we're doing really good.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about yourselves, folks.
Ladies, first.
We're from Florida. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. He's from Camden, New Jersey.
Duval and Camden. Okay.
And Camden.
City.
I was born and raised in
Are you a
Jacksonville.
Jaguars fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am a Jaguars fan. We moved here 10 years ago to open up a business. After being in Florida for all my life, and basically all his life, we
30
just,
years.
yeah, and we uproot our family. We didn't tell them to come with us, but they came anyway, and moved here and opened a business.
And how has the business been since y'all been in Atlanta going for you guys?
Well, I would say just like any business, scary at first. However, we had a plan. We had a business plan set up. We prayed and we prayed and we prayed several times over our business plan, and we stuck with the plan. We knew it was going to be a rough start after buying the business, getting ramped up, training, hiring staff, and it's sales. It's sales on top of that.
Okay.
So it's not like you selling a widget and someone's coming to buy it. You actually have to encourage people to come buy from you. So that was the upside to that, which was part of the struggle. However, our 5-year plan, our 5-year goal actually happened in 4 years.
Wow.
To consider yourself successful in the business where you're past that point of not having any money owed to someone for buying the business or things like that. And the business became profitable at that.
So when did the light dawn on you guys to go on into entrepreneurship? Because you a queenpreneur, he's a kingpreneur. So I know, it had to be a big decision to go on into entrepreneurship.
I would say it was me. She followed my dream.
Okay.
I worked in corporate America for quite some time. Coming out of the Navy after 6 years of Navy, working in aerospace, and then I worked in the private sector with Johnson & Johnson for about 14 years. And you start reaching a point, you start getting a little older, and you're like, if I want to make a change now, I'm going to have to stay and continue on to retirement. And I think everyone gets to that point, and you make that decision at that crossroad. I decided, from a lot of browbeating from some of my friends that were already in the business of insurance, to venture out into insurance. Started getting licensing and going through the exam process. And I think 5 years of going through that, leaving the company I was with, leaving those good, comfortable surroundings, and getting uncomfortable and getting into the business. I think after a while, you just get to that point. You just gotta make a decision. Do it or don't do it.
And what would you say the benefits of entrepreneurship have been to you guys?
Well, first of all, before being convinced to actually work with your spouse, because I was in mortgage banking for over 30 years.
Okay.
So when we relocated, my thing was to go back into mortgage banking. But his thing was, since he started a business. When you do start a business, the key thing is having someone there that you can trust. So when you are a couple, you have that interest. You have that one interest that's in common, is that you want the business to work.
Yeah, vested interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have that goal. So when he suggested the idea, it was like every day, you know. But we saw the benefits of it along the way, and the benefits
Outweighed the struggle.
yeah. So it became, I mean, everything just started falling in place. We automatically, our roles just became natural.
Okay.
Of course, yeah, he is in charge, so you have to let that go. but you realize that, and you just move forward. So, I mean, working for yourself, knowing that he calls it what you kill is what you eat.
Okay.
Knowing that what we do is how we make money. And we
Purest
have to,
form. I think that's the purest form of really working for yourself, even if you're working in corporate America. You know, I ran a metrology lab, and that's a really hard word for people to understand. It's a study of measurement and science.
Okay.
And even in that, you still worked, you ate what you killed, per se.
All right.
But you have some people that don't like to eat well, and they don't perform well.
Wow.
And in our case, you're kind of forced to now have the purest form of working, and ownership is nothing like it. Owning your own business and having your name on the wall or on the door, and every day you walk in here, you know you're building a legacy, not just for yourself, but salary for my wife as well, salary for my kids, my grandkids. And I think for African Americans, black people, we haven't done a really good job of it. I think we've done a job,
Not good enough.
but not a good job that's being noticed in our surroundings. Because I've met a lot of black people that are owners of things, companies, businesses, but for some reason they're not being noticed. So they're there.
Well, we will find them and celebrate them as well. And I promise you that in the insurance business, right? I presume you do all things insurance.
Yes, sir.
All right. And why is it important? Why would you say it's important that black people have insurance?
I would say it's monumental.
Okay.
Of course, we do the property and casualty. That's the parts of property, your house, your car, and things like that. And a lot of people that we speak with, the reason why they like us is because we speak to them on non-insurance terms.
Okay.
We break it down to this is why. We become their trusted advisor more than anything. Their neighbor, their friends, what have you, when we're trying to sell to them. So, and we break out, just like, it's good you said that. This is why you need to have this. But the biggest piece that they really need to have is life insurance. And that's a hard conversation with a lot of folks, especially us. You know, you would be surprised how many of us or black folk think getting life insurance is taboo. It's the sentence of death. And once I get it, oh, I'm going to die, or someone's going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that start coming up in those conversations. And if truth be told, if you really look at life insurance, it is actually a love gift. It's a product of love. I'm doing this because I love either the spouse, the children, that if something were to happen to me, you're going to have the financial needs
I agree.
to continue your life that we have set forth. And not only just continue right now, but maybe, you know, down the road, generations to come. If you do it right, and if you listen to me as the trusted advisor, I'll show you how to do that correctly, where the money's going to last for a
And I know you have a nonprofit organization in honor of your brother.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
It's still in its infancy stages. We started off with just recognizing the disease he died from and connecting it to him.
And what was the disease that, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm going to mess this name up. It's called scleroderma.
Dormers. Yeah.
It's a very rare disease. The most famous person we know that has it is Queen Latifah's mother. And she survived it. She's still surviving it at this point. Once you get it, you have it. You're not getting rid of it. However, it pretty much beat him up, ate him up within a year, and took him out. So, and he was one of the most lively brothers that we have. It's two of them. He was one of them out of four. And so, in honor of him, so he's not forgotten, and to bring focus on this disease, this horrible disease, we decided to do little things like we did a bow tie. Basically we have the we created a tie. The tie is designed specifically just for urban. You won't see this design anywhere else. It's a top quality material, and it's like a designer tie. It's actually custom made with his name in it, and on the tagline it says.
Is that it right there?
There it is. Yep. As you can see, it has his name on there and the disease there.
Okay. I'm definitely going to purchase. And where can people purchase?
It's online. It's online. It's HAWKIN'S
Okay.
HAWKIN'Sbowties.com.
And they also have a scarf for the women.
And then there's a scarf for the women.
I also know y'all doing a walk in honor of him. Where will it be taking place at, and when will it take place?
Well, there's works there's things in the works to try to do the walk here in Atlanta. However, the organization that we're representing is actually in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
The doctor that treated my brother, he's actually the head of the organization. And so if we cannot get the walk organized here in Atlanta, we're going to all go out to South Carolina, Charleston. And it's in June. I don't remember the date, but the date will be on the website. And the website is HawkinsBowties.com. And you'll see all that information there. So that was one of the things we decided to do. A lot of it is, once again, when we talk about heritage and also the legacies, this is how my family raised us. My family raised us to always be family oriented. And I think that's where it's coming from, that we weren't going to let this go to sleep just because.
And how rewarding is it for you to create this platform, or I should say this nonprofit, in a sense?
Bittersweet. Rewards. You're doing it for a reason of someone losing or dying early in his life, but however, the sweetness is God's generosity in bringing you this thought pattern to look. Part of life is death, so sometimes you have to celebrate it as well, and this could help
And
others.
what I would love to ask you folks is, what advice would you give these beautiful young black kings and queens that's coming up behind us in regards to entrepreneurship, and why is it necessary for them to go into entrepreneurship? Because more times than not, a lot of older generation, they always tell you go to school, go get this profession, this and that. Why is it important that they get into entrepreneurship instead of working for someone else?
I don't know if you want to say how it's important to actually go into that direction. It's important to be your own person. And you also, the kids growing up, at least, I'm looking at our grandbaby, we try to instill self-confidence and self-worth. And that's what our kids do not have. In the African-American community, the kids are looking in different directions for to be influenced, which is the wrong direction. They're looking at the drugs. They're looking at the gangs because the gangs treat them, hold them close. They feel so that's their family. The parents nowadays, everybody has to have a job in order to eat. So when the kids come home, they don't have anybody there. So starting from a young age, we have to instill confidence in our kids. Once that's accomplished, as they grow, then they can see what their self-worth would be and what direction they want to go into. Sometimes you do have to go to college in order to achieve that entrepreneurship. You know, so it's not like you're striking out college. College is a platform.
Okay.
That's where I think, if you have the opportunity to go, that's your foundation, because it teaches you how to get along with people. It teaches you punctuality. It teaches you responsibility. It teaches you so many things. So don't strike college out and go straight to entrepreneurship. That's a stepping stone to get there.
Okay.
I think also, to add to that, kids should also realize, don't just leave college as the thing that's going to get you where you want to be, because I think our kids that are coming up now are bigger thinkers.
Yeah.
I thought we were pretty good coming out in the generation we did, but I think the kids coming out are bigger thinkers. So I would stress that they become specialized in a certain field. Get that title after the name. You know, go get that license. Go get that specialty. Separate yourself. Become unique. There's a lot of people, especially in Atlanta. We talked earlier about this is the entertainment capital of the East. How do you separate yourself? How do you get noticed? Write books.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're separating yourself. So that's the other thing, the other advice I would give a kid coming up.
And what is one last thing you would like to tell the Black community in regards to entrepreneurship and unity within entrepreneurship? Because more times, Black businesses, they start up, and a lot of times, the Black patrons don't support the Black businesses, and more times than not, we support the other cultures, and we don't keep the money cycled in the Black community. So what would you like to tell the Black community in that regards?
I'm glad you said that. That happens.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't really have a great answer to that, but I do have an answer to that. Don't give up on a Black business. Just don't give up on a Black business. Everyone makes mistakes. It seems like, though, if you're a Black-owned business, you make one mistake, nobody wants to do business with you. When you let others have many mistakes,
That's true.
So express your concerns, express your feelings about the mistake that was made. See how it's handled. See how the responses are, or the replies are to the mistake once you challenge that mistake, if you're dealing with that. And you'll find yourself supporting. We as one, Black-owned, of course.
Yeah.
We will go and support Black-owned business as well, especially if you're supporting us. And we have had times where someone made a mistake, but we're still there, and we address the mistake and we move on.
Well, I think, and you don't want to say that you have a Black business. You want to say you have a business.
That's okay.
And to me, what we need to realize is that when you're going out to a business, what is it about that business that you like? What makes you keep going back to that business? As business owners, you're going to have customer service extremely important. Mm-hmm. You cannot be on the phone while you have someone in front of you needing service and you're talking on your cell phone.
That's true.
You have to open up the business on time. You have to leave until it's closed.
All those things have
people want to support you because of the way you run your business. If you're not doing these things, I don't care what color you are, you're not going to get the business.
That's true.
So I think a lot of, I'm not saying a lot, but I'm saying some minority businesses, you can tell you're going there, it's like, and it's a running joke. You have a restaurant, you have a specialty. How can you run out of the specialty how can you do that? You got a restaurant and this is your specialty. You go and ask for it. Oh, we ran out of it. You know, you cannot do that. You have to plan. You're going to have to plan. You're going to have to get enough money to say in 1 month, 2 months, or whatever, I know I may not come into money. I may not have that income. It's going to take time, but you can't lose the professionalism along the way.
Just to add to that, we've actually had several people surprised at us when they've come to our agency, when they've experienced the professionalism that we have, and they've actually surprised to the point that they've commented, "Wow." And it's almost like, "Wow, and y'all black owned as well." And I was treated well. That's not said, but you can see.
Yeah, they want to say that.
We've even had the initial contact after speaking to them on the phone. They walk in. I actually had a person tell me, "Wow,
I thought you was
white." Over the phone, the way you handle yourself. We have people commenting, and it doesn't stop with me or the agency owner. It actually goes. They're commenting about my wife because she's the agency manager, on down to the staff. How well my front desk person treated them. How well the office is presented. How it looks. How comfortable they feel when they walk in. And it's almost like it's not normal for them. So some take it as an insult. I take it as we're changing the minds of people, and hopefully it carries.
Well, folks, is there any way where people could contact you via email, via social media platforms, or I know y'all probably don't want to give out your numbers, but is there any way they could contact you, in regards to life insurance, and also as well as the nonprofit organization?
Yeah, you can reach out to me at Hawkins at AllState.com. Very easy. Hawkins at AllState.com. OLIVERHAWKINS at AllState.com.
And it's the Hawkins Agency.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm here with the lovely Gloria Hawkins and Oliver Hawkins. Thank you so much for this interview. I hope you folks was influenced, and we out.